Oh man, that looks so good. So, so good.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Won't you have a Happy New Year? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Won't you have a
Getting excited about New Year's Eve. Now, what about you? You excited to bring in the new year with your wife? Sure. Kool-Aid. We didn't buy Kool-Aid. Did you get Kool-Aid?
No.
I don't know.
Maybe that's what she gets for.
We got free Kool-Aid. I grew up on Kool-Aid. That's all we had to drink when I was little. But I personally don't like Kool-Aid. Never really did. So we went grocery shopping for our New Year's Eve dinner. And I had a budget of $50. Meat itself was like almost $50. So my husband said that he would pick up the ingredients for the charcuterie board, and he got me an extra pack or an extra bag of shrimp. But I'm going to show you everything that I got. A box of bow tie noodles, because this is my daughter's favorite. I am going to be making lasagna roll-ups, but my kids don't like the ricotta cheese, so I'm just going to make them some buttered noodles. I got 2 boxes of breadsticks, 2 pounds of ground beef. I could have totally went without this, but my daughter was craving meatloaf, so I thought, well, maybe I could make jumbo-sized meatballs instead. I'm also going to be making the garlic wine chicken. That's why I picked up the garlic wines and meatloaf seasoning. I totally forgot I was going to do bacon wrapped asparagus, but I'm not going to do that anymore because I didn't get any. So now I don't know what I'm going to use the bacon for. Maybe I'll use it in my meatballs. Well, this wasn't part of it, but he's going to make this for dinner tonight. That's queso fresco. He's going to make enfrijoladas. Poor man's dish. We got 2 bags of shrimp. So originally I was going to get the large shrimps, but they were $11.99, and I found this in the freezer section for only $8.99, so I got 2 bags. I figured that was a better deal. They are smaller than the jumbo size ones, but that's fine. I got mozzarella for my lasagna roll-ups. Now we're going into the charcuterie board. I got 2 things of toast. So I got this one. It's the bruschetta chips. Slow roasted garlic. I thought these would be tasty. And then I saw these. I thought they were super cute. The petite toasts. So for these, I got the creme de brie. It's a garlic and herb cheese spread. Some mushrooms by the Singles. I got 2 cucumbers. 2 lemons. I don't remember why I needed them, but I know that we were out, so I got 2 lemons. Some strawberries that are probably not going to taste the best because they're not in season, but they're pretty decent size. So I'm going to chop them, and I'm going to serve them with some blackberries and some grapes. And I have a few other things in my refrigerator that I could serve along with all this to tie it all in together. I was also going to get salad, but no one really eats salad when they're hanging out, so I skipped on salad. That's why I was gonna get the asparagus, but I forgot. I totally forgot. And we got 2 bottles of Martinelli's sparkling cider for the kids for when we're doing our champagne toast. And that's everything that we got. And all of this stuff cost a little less than $100. So $100 for a pretty big dinner. It doesn't seem like much, but it's gonna be a pretty big dinner with an appetizer. Oh, and I'm also going to be making raspberry thumbprint cookies since I didn't make them for Christmas. I have all of the ingredients to make it. I also pulled out some stuff from my shed thinking that maybe I can use some of it to decorate a little bit. I mean, I really don't have anywhere to really decorate anyway, so if I don't get to it, I don't get to it. But I found a bunch of just random balloons that I've had accumulating over the years, so I'm going to probably go through these and blow them up just so that the kids have something to play with. Maybe we can pop them at the end of the night when it's New Year's Eve, and that'll be like our poppers. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah? Look, I even have confetti ones, so we could pop the confetti ones.
Yeah.
That'd be fun, right?
Yeah.
And I also found some light up ones, so we'll have to blow these ones up as well. That'll be fun. Just so that the kids have something. I just thought, even though we're trying to do this on a very, very tight budget and we're doing this very small and intimate, we could still make it fun and festive. I'm I'm also pulling out some chicken breasts so that they can thaw out overnight because I'm going to marinate this. And even though it seems like I'm making a lot of food because I'm making the meatballs, the shrimp scampi, and also some marinated chicken breasts, it's always good to have leftovers, you know, because then we can eat off of it for a couple of days and I don't have to worry about cooking as much. Also, I had some ricotta in my freezer. Who knew that you could actually freeze ricotta like this? But I bought the big one the last time that I used it, and I didn't realize that I didn't need very much. So I have a bunch of ricotta left over, so I'm going to take that out so it can thaw out as well. I remember now why I needed the lemons for the raspberry thumbprint cookies. For the raspberry preserves, we couldn't find a seedless jam, but this is my favorite brand. I get ours from Stater Brothers. It's the best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out a 1/4 cup and I'm going to sift them out. For these cookies, I am just going to bake them in my countertop oven. I just feel like it'd be a lot easier this way. So I'm going to preheat the oven to 350. So since I don't have the hand mixer, I am not pulling out my KitchenAid for this. I'm just going to do this by hand. I really enjoyed these cookies so much. They're so simple and easy to make. You can whip them up in less than 30 minutes. I got the recipe off Pinterest. I'll try to remember to link them down below, but if I forget, just ask. It's from Fun Cookie Recipes, and it only requires like 6 or 7 simple ingredients, so it's pretty easy and simple to put together. I mean, honestly, you probably already have most of these ingredients on hand, especially if you bake often. All you need is flour, some salt, butter or margarine, granulated sugar, lemon zest, seedless raspberry jam, but as you saw, I just used my raspberry jam and I sifted out the seeds, and some vanilla extract. Later on, I am going to be making the glaze, but the glaze is super easy to make as well. If you have the lemon zest, you have the lemon juice, some powdered sugar, and the vanilla extract. And that's all it takes to make these cookies. I did make them all by hand. I didn't have to use any equipment other than a bowl and a spatula, but if you did have a hand mixer, it would make this process just a little bit easier. But as you could see, I made it by hand and they came out perfect. I'm gonna use my cookie scooper, and this is supposed to make, how many cookies? 35 cookies. We'll see. Into the sugar, and then you place them down and you put a thumbprint in there. This. Look. Looks tiny. I'm not using my thumbs because I have such little thumbs. It would barely make a dent. Okay, so we're already at 9 cookies. I must be making them a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm just gonna make another tray just like this one. So I got 21 cookies out of these, but that's probably because I made them a little bit bigger. And it says to bake them for 13 to 15 minutes or until the bottoms of the cookies look lightly golden brown. And then you're supposed to let them cool on the tray for 5 minutes and then transfer to a wire rack and let them cool completely. And then that's when you add your glaze. So I'm gonna put them in like this, and then in about 7 minutes, I'm gonna switch them. While they're smelling delicious, the timer just went off. Let's take a look. Ooh, pretty. They actually do look really nice. So I'm just gonna try and use my icing spatula to look underneath them. They don't look quite ready yet, so I'm gonna let them go for probably another 2 minutes and see how they look, but I am gonna switch them out. Okay, so I ended up switching them again for another 2 minutes. By this time, I think they're done because they were pretty much done, but they just needed to be a little bit more golden brown. So they've been in here for a total of 18 minutes, and I think they look really good. So I'm going to take them out. So the strawberry ones did kind of like spill over, but I'm wondering if it's just because my thumbprint wasn't deep enough. The rest of them look pretty good, but they definitely did get a little bit messy, so you maybe want to make your thumbprints a little deep. But they do look good. It is getting cold at night. Like in the daytime, even at like 7 a.m., it's like warm outside. But once the sun goes down, it gets cold. And tonight, it's actually pretty chilly to the point where I may ask my husband to start a fire. So I actually have been trying to do this part like 4 different times in my last video, and no matter how many times I tried to explain it, it just wasn't coming out right. So I'm hoping that like the 4th time is the charm here. I'm getting ready to take off all of my makeup right now, and I wanted to give you guys like an update of what my skin is looking like. This is from yesterday. Right now my skin is totally different than it was yesterday. I get them every year or two. Usually it's due to hormonal fluctuations, or if I'm under a lot of stress. And when I say stress, I don't mean like day-to-day stress. I'm talking about like things that happen in my life that cause me to have such extreme anxiety to the point where my body is like shaking uncontrollably. I can't speak very clear because my teeth is chattering, kind of thing. It's really, really bad. So I think I caused myself so much anxiety and stress that this outbreak just happened. And I explained it early on in Vlogmas. It just so happened to come at the right time, you know, and I was really embarrassed and didn't even really want to continue with Vlogmas, but I figured it's real life and people go through this kind of stuff all of the time. It's not just me. You could have perfect skin and then all of a sudden your skin just like fails on you and you just have to go through it. But I had mentioned that I use Curology. It cured my rosacea. I was in like my 3rd week of this outbreak, and every time one would go away, another one would come. It'd go away, it'd come. And I was using those patches. Don't know how to pronounce this brand. I think it's Panaxol. I'm not sure. But I was using these because the Curology ones were not working. These ones were working so much better. They were helping bringing all of the impurities to the surface. And I think the only reason why they never developed the way that they used to was because 1, I'm using Curology, and 2, I kind of nipped it in the bud by using my Murad. I really do think that that helps out a lot with the severity of it, but what I wanted was for them to go away and to stop spreading. I was really desperate to find something to help with that, so I was looking all around my vanity area. I found my frankincense oil. And I knew that this had something to do with skin because I was using it for my hair, and when I Googled it, it said something about like it's good for anti-aging properties and it's good for acne as well, but you do have to dilute it. So it said to drop 1 drop of the frankincense oil into your moisturizer. So I use the Curology moisturizer. You can actually find it at Target now, which I just found out, but the only thing you can't get from Curology on Target would be your prescription. But the one thing that I don't like is their patches. This one works so much better for me. So I started using this, and then I went to Dollar General and I found the Panoxyl line, and they had the bar soap. I don't have the box anymore, but this soap is supposed to help with acne. And then my daughter, she had a really bad rash on her cheek, and so I picked up some hydrocortisone cream for her rash, and I thought maybe I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So once I put on my moisturizer, I would go in with the hydrocortisone cream. And I'm telling you, within 1 hour of using it, all of these 3 products, I got the inflammation to come down and the itch to stop. And by the end of the night, my skin wasn't as red and puffy and swollen. By the next day, it started to clear up, and I think, so since Christmas Eve, it's been like 4 days, and now all I have left is a little bit of redness and some scarring that it needs to heal up, but for the most part, my skin is doing really good. So I do think that the combination of these 3 things, I think that I was able to really cure my acne breakout. I did reach out to my Curology provider to let them know what was happening so that I had something in the future in case this happens again, because I have a tendency to stress out all of the time. And within 2 days, they did respond back to me, but it was kind of like a disappointment because they pretty much copied and pasted what they found on Google. It was like a no-brainer, you know, like don't pick at it, use ice to help with swelling. You know, you can go get an injection at your dermatologist. I didn't have time to go out and see a dermatologist to get an injection, but they also said that if worse came to worse, they can provide an oral antibiotic to help. But by then I was already clearing up and didn't really need their treatment anymore. But anyway, yeah, this soap that I'm using, the Panaxel brand, it is going to dry out your face, so use it very sparingly and only use it when you're experiencing an outbreak. Have you ever had enfrijoladas?
Yeah, you made them for the...
No, I'm asking the YouTube world. Enfrijoladas. It's like enchiladas, but instead of with enchilada sauce, it's with beans. And queso fresco.
And I never tried it.
It's really good. I think you've tried it. It's really good.
This looks...
I didn't really use the recipe as a guide to make this glaze. I just kind of eyeballed it. So I used roughly about a cup of powdered sugar, a half of a lemon, and roughly a teaspoon or a splash of vanilla extract, and it was perfect. The lemon juice gives it like this perfect little zing. I can't even explain to you how good these tasted, but I haven't had a cookie that excited me this much. They were just so freaking good. I highly recommend making these cookies. This is so good. Perfect.
It's New Year's Eve, everybody!
It is time. Someone's been playing over here. I usually don't clean this bathroom, and I'm not, but I am going to clean the mirror, and my husband is going to fix this drawer. Right now, it's hanging by whatever this is. It needs a new screw in there.
Yes.
What is the wood for?
To fill
The gaps?
the hole in there.
Oh, interesting. I thought you would use like plaster or something. Oh. Huh. You don't need glue or anything?
Nope.
Just wood? Just stick it in the holes and that's it?
That's it.
Huh. Let me get a good capture of that. That's pretty cool. Oh.
Oh, the top one needs
Yeah,
more.
the top one needs more. Well, that was easy. Literally took you 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Really?
Yeah. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Let's rock
Happy
this.
New Year. Happy New Year. Won't you have a Happy New Year? Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
small animals in these empty bins. Are all of these the animals that you had right here? Are these all gonna go in here?
Yes.
All of those ones you want to keep?
Yes.
Okay, can you make your bed so it looks nice?
Also, Chase, I didn't want to keep.
You don't want Chase either? Okay, I'll get another bin for him, okay? Alright, so before I shower, I would like to do a couple of things in here to prep my face for makeup. I am going to be using my, I forget what these are called. I forgot what they're called, but I want to use these to freshen up my face. I have the big one and the small one, and if you don't know, I got these from Dollar General. And one of the things that I do like about it is that the blades are removable and you could soak them in alcohol. They've been soaked and sanitized, so I can use them on my face. You could either use any kind of oil. I have almond oil here, but you could even use olive oil. And I like to do it before I shower. That way I can wash it off. And this is also a really good time for you to massage your face.
but I'll call you if I'm with it. And I already know I'm shining. Staying in my own zone and I'm grinding, it's amazing. Gotta line out the house now. I won't be put on lockdown cause I'm too glued to my vision. I know you wanna pull a ring out, but I'd rather do my own thing now. I'ma get my own cash flow. I love me a limbo. I'm grinding on my own. It's just me and I. Myself, me, myself, and I. I'm grinding on my own. It's just me and I, and I, and I. Talk about a real one, yeah, yeah. Tryna blow my phone up, but I'm about to pull up. So hold up, yeah. I'd like to buy my own diamonds. I'd like to buy my own diamonds. I'ma get my own cash flow. I love me a limbo. I'm grinding on my own. It's just me and I. I'ma get my own cash flow. I love me a limbo. I'm grinding on my own. It's just me and I. Myself and I. Myself and I. Ain't nobody business if I do. 'Cause it's just me, myself, me, myself and I. Myself and I, babe. It's just me. It's just me and I. Me, myself and I. It's just me. It's just me. It's just me and myself and I. Yeah. I'ma get my own cash flow. I love me a limbo. I'm grinding on my own. It's just me and I. I'ma get my own cash flow. I love me a limbo. I'm grinding on my own. It's just me and I. Myself and I. Myself and I. Ain't nobody business if I do. 'Cause it's just me, myself, me, myself and I.
These blackberries look beautiful. Because, I don't know.
They have hormones.
Who is it?
Tyson, let's see what happens.
Okay, so this is a really controversial topic that I feel almost uncomfortable discussing, but I just kind of feel like I need to include this in my video. I really do enjoy having balloons, and I wanted the kids to have something because we didn't have money to buy any party poppers or any of those headbands or anything fun for New Year's Eve. So I pulled out all of the balloons that I had that were semi-related to New Year's Eve. And I was like, well, we could use these balloons as party poppers. You know, at the end of the night when we are counting down, we can just pop them. And I enjoy doing that with my kids. I enjoy popping balloons. I think it's fun. It's like a sensory thing. I enjoy balloons in general. I love the colors. I love creating arches. But lately it just seems like I can't include this kind of stuff on my channel because people take it to extreme. And it makes me really uncomfortable when people request things that I just simply can't do and they get upset with me. And so I just decided to remove balloon popping from my channel altogether. But it's so unfair that I have to do that. But I do want to include that in my channel because I do enjoy balloon popping. I really do. I think it's fun. But I'm only going to include it in my videos wherever I see fit. And I'm not going to include them in my titles or in my thumbnails. And I seriously hope that I get nothing but positive feedback in regards to that. Let's cook some dinner. Before I even decided what we were going to have, I discussed with my best friend, like, what should we do for dinner? Because usually I do like a lot. This time I couldn't really afford to do like a whole, smorgasbord full of food and like a bunch of different charcuterie boards. So we were like, well, since it's just us, let's do something simple. So we decided on a little lasagna, and I decided I would do some buttered noodles for my kids because they don't like ricotta cheese. And I was like, well, let's make some chicken because I have chicken, and my favorite one is the garlic and wine and herb seasoning. And then my daughter requested meatloaf, so I was like, okay, well, maybe I can do meatballs instead. The only thing is about these meatballs, they would have been excellent, but I used a different seasoning packet. Usually I use McCormick, but they were like 3 times the cost. So I was like, I can't afford that, and I accidentally forgot the breadcrumbs in them. So they didn't come out the same. It was kind of just like eating hamburger meat with bacon. I didn't realize that breadcrumbs really make a difference, but by the time I remembered, they were already in the oven. But it is what it is. They were still good. We still ate it. In fact, none of this food was left over. Everything got eaten, including everything on the charcuterie board. And they even showed up late. So I thought for sure that we were going to have a bunch of food left over, but we really didn't. It was actually a breath of fresh air not having so much left over, overwhelming my refrigerator. And it gave my best friend and I some time to just spend some time together because we usually spend every New Year's together. But it's been quite a long time since we've had just us two spend New Year's Eve. So it was really fun. We had just enough food for just us. So being that I bought the bacon and didn't really know what I was going to do with it, I was really kind of bummed out that I didn't have the asparagus because I had been really craving it. But I ended up cooking it all, and I cut it up into like little pieces, and I put it in the kids' buttered noodles, and it kind of like brought the noodles to life because usually I like to put broccoli or peas or something, and I didn't even have that to put in there. So it added a little bit of color into their pasta dish. And the bacon itself, I was able to render a lot of the fat that fell off of it, and I was able to use that as flavoring in almost everything that I cooked, including the chicken and the shrimp scampi. So even though I bought the bacon when I really shouldn't have, it came in handy and everything just came out so good. I was even able to make homemade Alfredo sauce. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite. I remember making it one time for my sister, and she was like, I could drink this by the bottle. It is so good. It's so different compared to jarred Alfredo sauce. It's definitely not the healthiest because there's a lot of butter, there's cream cheese, it's not a healthy dish by any means. So I only make it once in a while. I mean, it's okay for us to eat an unhealthy amount of butter once in a while, so I don't feel too guilty about this. But yeah, definitely a lot of cream, a lot of butter in this dish. But was it ever so tasty? Yes, and it was totally worth it. Please tell me, how was your guys' New Year's? Did you guys go out? Did you guys stay in? Did you have a big party? Did you have a bunch of people over? What did you cook? What did you take out? Like, I'm just curious how everyone's New Year's Eve went. Experience this year was definitely different than I'm used to. I'm used to having so many people at my house and making a big mess. This one was just, I don't know, it was just a different experience. We didn't have a whole lot of leftovers. We didn't have a big mess. We didn't have a lot of cleanup. We didn't stay up too late, you know, like we didn't have anyone stay the night. It was totally different. I'm not complaining about any of it. I thought that it turned out exactly like it needed to, and it was exactly what I wanted. So there won't be a cleanup video. I won't be showing you guys, you know, balloon popping or anything like that. I don't know what my channel is going to look like in the future as far as that. Sure, I'll bring that back, but it'll be executed in a totally different way. But you will be seeing us pop balloons at the very end of this video. So if you don't like those kind of things, I totally understand. You could skip the outro. But I did include our little bit of fun at the very end of this video. But that is pretty much it for this video. I'm going to end it out here. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I really hope that you guys had a really safe and fun New Year's Eve. And I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much. Take care. Bye.
Maybe I just love the comfort of bed. Maybe I didn't really hear what you said. I couldn't tell you what the time is, no way. I wonder if I'll get away with it today. Nobody's gonna get it from me, so I gotta get it myself. You know about the I've gotta go, can't be late. Name on the schedule, I'm on the way. Clocking in for the day. There's nothing stopping me or getting in my way. I just say I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Maybe I'm difficult to staying away. Maybe I'm too lucky and need more at stake. I wouldn't put it past me showing up late. Yeah, I wonder if I'll get away with it today. Nobody's gonna get it from me, so I gotta get it myself. You know about the I've gotta go, can't be late. Name on the schedule, I'm on the way. Clocking in for the day. There's nothing stopping me or getting in my way. I just say I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I've always been the type to think the best, even if I'm late and everything's a mess. Once I get to it, you could say that I don't play. You know about the I've gotta go, can't be late. Name on the schedule, I'm on the way. Clocking in for the day. There's nothing stopping me or getting in my way. I just say
now.